I don't know if it's gonna be good to put in the thing, but I thought it was funny. There's this Gaslight Anthem song I really like called "Here's Looking at You, Kid." Sort of like another coming of age thing. And then there's also a Black Keys song that I really like called "Hell of a Season." And so this is almost like a plagiarism of those two put together, or I guess it's my take on that. Lyrically, it's kind of the like 8-hour highway drive back and forth between various places, maybe here and home, and a coming of age tale, like I said, a classic American novel or song. This was one of the only songs I've ever written on an acoustic guitar. I'm usually not a big acoustic fan. I wrote it in an Airbnb in New Jersey. I was staying with this Austrian guy, and he had this old beat up nylon string that he would let me play. And so one of those nights when it was like 22 degrees indoors because they didn't have heating, banged this thing out and then brought it back to the band, and we kind of fleshed it out as this big, I never knew it would end up as this. It went through a lot of iterations, kind of back how I don't like demos, because the demo for this ended up so different. And I really like the way the finished product turned out compared to the demo. It's almost this weird pseudo country thing, and there was times where it sounded like a punk song, and then we steered it hard in the other direction, and it's kind of this jumble of things, but I like the way it turned out.
You mentioned at some part in the lyrics, like, we're gonna gather the gang for one whole last time. Is this something referring to something you dealt with in your life, with like in high school?
See, I always think it's lame to write lyrics based on real events, because someone's always like, oh, I remember that. It's almost easy to be vague, and you can hide behind vagueness. It's the same if you're writing songs about like a specific person, people are always gonna know. Like I never want to be Taylor Swift, like this song is about blank, and then everyone knows. And I think it also makes it harder for the common man to relate when you get almost so specific. It's a challenge to have a broad theme and at the same time have a narrow focus. It is about an actual event, but if you did, it's like if a magician gives away his trick, it's not a trick anymore. It's more of a memory than a theme. I remember in elementary school, they always said it was easier to write about true events. And I always thought it was because elementary kids are dumb and that it makes it easier to write. But I think there is some truth to that, even if you're like expanding the theme or embellishing the ideas. If you have that one North Star of an idea leading your way, it's a little bit easier. Oh, I remember, actually, I don't know if I should say that. My family was in town and we were playing this song. I don't like to talk a lot in between songs at shows, but this one time, for whatever reason, I was like, yeah, this is a song, and I kind of like gave a little bit of backstory, like it's about the drive on I-40, and it feels like it takes forever, but you're doing it because you feel obligated. And I gave this mini speech, and we play it pretty well. And then I get home, and the first thing my parents were like, that song's too long, it's a little too loud, you do this differently, this, and like they just didn't care for it at all. It was a very heinous review. I've been traveling all over this parkway for I feel like there's no different jokes in this.